4 days late. 4 days late. But I'm still here. What's going on, you guys? It's me, your boy Scotty, and you're watching another review of Marriage Boot Camp, the Hip Hop Edition. What's up, you guys? I know this video was late as fuck, I know, but I hadn't had a chance to get to watch the episode until about an hour ago. It's currently 1:22 p.m. Monday afternoon, and I'm here doing this review. So yeah, I've been asleep for most of the morning. I ain't been doing shit. It's my day off, and I just wanted to sleep in before I got up and did this review, okay? So let's just get right on into it. So pick up where we left off with the last episode where Lil Mo found out about Carl, dumbass, FaceTiming a whole nother woman. And when he's confronted about it, he wants to get upset. He wants to lie. He wants to sit up there and act like don't nobody know what the fuck he was doing. Nigga, we know what the fuck you were doing. You were sitting up there FaceTiming a whole nother fucking woman, okay? That's not your motherfucking sister. And the type of conversation you was having, it would be creepy to have that type of conversation with someone that's your fucking sister. I don't know how dumb you think we are, but we're not dumb. That wasn't your fucking sister, bitch, and you know it wasn't. So stop it with the fuck shit. Stop it with the niggatry and all of that other bullshit, okay? Because that wasn't your fucking sister, and you know it wasn't. Then on top of that, he want to get mad at the doctor for basically calling him the fuck out. You were wrong, nigga. You were wrong. You were sitting up here obviously FaceTiming a whole nother woman. It was pretty clear, obvious that you were FaceTiming a whole nother bitch that was not your sister, that was nobody in your family. And Lil Mo, as dumb as she is, she ain't that fucking dumb. She knew that you were lying. And you can't take the fact that she knew that you were fucking lying. You knew you were lying. I knew you was lying. We knew you were fucking lying, nigga. So what the fuck you mad for? At the end of the day, you knew that you were fucking wrong. It was fucked up and you had no business doing it. And you already know that. So why do it? Like, why sit up there and even do some shit like that when you know that it's fucked up, foul, bitch ass, all that shit. You knew it was wrong. Point blank. You know what I'm saying? So you want to sit up here and get mad because you getting called out on the shit. You know what I mean? Like, you want to sit up here and point the finger at everybody else, but you're the one who decided to go and FaceTime a whole nother woman when there's, I don't know how many cameras around. You stupid. Only stupid niggas do that, but then again, only niggas only do that when they are allowed to do that. And Lil Mo, as mad as you was and as much I was on your fucking side, bitch, you dumb. You the reason why he doing it, okay? You're the reason. Why? Because you never put your foot down. After all these infidelities and indiscretions that he's done and it's been public, you have always taken him back. You have always defended him. And now he's doing it. You see it for yourself. He's doing it. And he don't give a fuck. And he lying about it. And he gonna keep lying. And then he gonna finally tell you the fucking truth. He gonna say, yeah, I was on FaceTime with a woman, but it wasn't the woman you thought it was. So he know that he can lie to a certain extent. And he know that you're gonna take him the fuck back. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, okay, this bitch gonna get mad, she gonna yell, she gonna scream, but ultimately she gonna take my ass the fuck back. That's the dynamic that you created, and that's just what the fuck it is, bitch. You did that when you decided to constantly allow him to be Superman and get away with the bullshit. Point blank, that's how I feel. Soulja Boy is saying how mad he is at Nia and how she doesn't appreciate him trying to grow. You can't grow and keep being that manically depressive ass nigga. Like, you sit up here and you always arguing with her. You always getting violent with her. You always doing this and that towards her, but you think that she's supposed to forget about it. That's just not the way the world turns. At all, Soulja Boy. It's really not. And you just really fucked up to me. You a fucked up individual. You always have been a fucked up individual. And then everybody want to give your ass all these props after watching you on the Breakfast Club interview because of your whole stance about business. Okay, that was cool. That was cute. But I don't give a fuck. Because at the end of the day, internally, you are a dumbass nigga. And that's just what it is. And I don't give a fuck how nobody feel about it. You are. And it's just ridiculous to me. Like, I can't even fathom how dumb you are. Like, I've had my share of toxic relationships. I have had my share of dealing with toxic men. I have had my share of dealing with a man knowing that he wasn't shit. I've had that. You know what I mean? And I sympathize a lot with Nia. And I sympathize with Lil Mo to a certain extent, okay? And I try not to be so judgmental. Because I've, too, been in a situation where I allowed someone to treat me a certain kind of way when I knew what my worth was. But I was so into this person and so deeply in love with the person that I allowed them to do whatever the fuck they wanted to do just so I could keep them around. And because I've just turned 30 about 2-3 weeks ago, and my mind has matured more so than it, you know, I have a more mature mind than I had when I was 24 and 25 and 26 years old. I see things a little bit differently than I did before. And I've been in a lot of situations where I just sat there and took shit from people. Especially when I was 21 in that toxic ass relationship I had with that guy that was on the down low. Like, I sat there and I took shit. You know what I'm saying? I took it and I took it and I took it. When I got involved with the guy when I was 25 years old, the guy that was like this owner of a bakery or whatever. He had his own business, and you know, everything about him was different than what I was used to. And I got involved with him, and then he was treating me like a man never treated me, and then all of a sudden I turn around, he engaged to somebody else after we're sitting up here dating each other and talking about a future relationship and all of that stuff. And I'm hurt about that, and now I got to back off. Despite the fact that I have feelings for him, I have to back off because that's the right thing to do. But then the engagement ends, and then you got to turn around, and then, you know, you're trying to ignore him, but because you still got feelings for him and your feelings have become deeper than what they intended to be, you fall right back into it, and you think that everything is going to be okay, but it's not, because he turns around and you think that you're the only one again, and there goes another engagement, and then the engagement ends again, and you're that person that he comes to where after it's all over with, he know that he can come to you, and he knows that he can vent to you and talk to you, and you'll be there for him, and things will be fucking okay. And then you try to take a step back, but he keeps pulling you in because he pulls this victim act, and he knows that he can put that victim act on you, and then you would sit there and you would take it and you would be there for him because that's all you want to do is be there for him because you really do love this person. And they tell you that they love you back, so you believe it. And there's a third time, and you seem to think that the third time could possibly be the charm. He goes all out for you this time around, only for you to find out you're not the only one again. There's another man again, and this time they get married. So it's like you're like this professional doormat, like you're a glorified doormat at this point, a glorified side piece, if you want to be honest. Like, you don't even know that that's what you are, but that's what you are. So I've seen that. I've been through that. There's another guy I dated. I used to take a lot of stuff. Like, we met at a club. I fell for him. He made me feel like this was going to be the new thing. I had just got out of something else that was toxic, and I just wanted something new, and I thought that that's what he was. But I stayed around, and I stayed around, and I stayed around, and I stayed around, and it just didn't work out. I wanted to so bad, but I allowed a lot of things. I put myself in certain situations where I would be needed, only to hurt myself because I was trying to be needed for someone that really didn't appreciate me like that. So I always see myself in Nia, and I see a little bit of my former dumb self in Lil Mo. So that's why I go in a lot, and I try not to, I don't want to be judgmental. I never want to come across that way. And I know a lot of the times I watch my videos back, and I be like, damn, I come across as so preachy and judgmental when I'm talking about Lil Mo and her relationship. Because I went through something like that. But, I mean, it's probably the anger of dealing with those type of situations that puts me there. You know what I mean? So, it is what it is. So, we get into Lil Mo and Carl, and she's confronting him about the FaceTime incident. He gets violent, and when he gets violent with her, he pushed her, and then he tried to close that door on her, and then he put that sheet over the camera. I feel like if the cameras weren't there, he probably would have beat Lil Mo ass, okay? And as much as Lil Mo is not my favorite person these days, I don't never want to see nobody, no woman, get their ass beat. Why? Because my mother used to get her ass beat. So that's the last thing I ever want to see for anybody. And I told that story before. Like, I grew up in domestic violence. For most of my life, that's all I ever seen was domestic violence. My stepfather was a big ass bully. You know what I mean? And so it was what it was. But I'm pretty sure that she gets beat by him. And that's probably why she stays with him. That's probably why she protects him. You know, a lot of the times people protect their abusers and they don't even know that they're protecting their abusers. That's the sad part about the situation. So, yeah. And then she just said, I don't give a fuck about the FaceTime. I just want you to be honest. She went from going up here to turning all the way the fuck down after he done covered up that camera because it felt like she knew that he was going to strike her. That's just how it comes across to me. So then we go into the childhood traumas. And I'm not an emotional person at all, but some of these things really did something to me. Waka experienced so many deaths growing up. Nia revealed that she was raped as a teenager and she never dealt with it until she got to be a grown woman. Tammy also revealed that she saw people get killed in front of her. I've never seen that. I've never seen nobody get killed in front of me. And it has to be something that's traumatic for somebody. To see somebody get killed in front of you, that's a lot. Soulja Boy reveals that he was abandoned by his mom. When his mom and dad split, he had to make a choice. Your daddy or your mama. He chose his father because that's what he loved. But he never saw his mom too much after that. He felt abandoned by her. He lost the first woman he ever loved. And that could be why he treats women the way that he does, because he felt abandoned by a woman. You never know what a person is dealing with. And that kind of made me feel just a little bit of sympathy for him, because he doesn't know how to love a woman. The woman that he's supposed to love first before any other woman that comes into his life abandoned him. She didn't show him no love. So why would he show any woman some love when the woman that brought him into the world didn't show him no love? Crazy, huh? Ooh. Tiffany. No, not Tiffany. I ain't going to her yet. Sean revealed the death of his brother. Sean went to college. He was about to go pro. Because they came from a world of violence in the hood and all of that stuff, Sean was trying to be a better person while his brother was robbing people for the sake of their family. Although we knew that the robbing aspect was wrong, he did it to feed the family and wound up getting killed because of that. Jessica Dine revealed that she was abandoned by her dad when her dad was in and out the house. So obviously her mom and dad had a tumultuous relationship. He was in and out, and one time he said he'll be back, and Jessica felt like whatever was out there was way more important than her. And I just like, that is so sad, because I know how it feels to be a child and you going through something like that, and this is a person that's supposed to love you genuinely, and they just run out on you and they just act like you don't exist. You know, they don't treat you with the same, they don't treat you, because you're their child, they don't treat you with the same respect as they would treat something else that's not that fucking important, or someone else that's not that damn important. Nobody should be more important than your child. Nobody should be. So I understood that. I understood her pain. Wholeheartedly, I understood her pain. Carl revealed that he shot, Carl revealed that he saw his cousin get shot in the face. And, you know, that's awful. That's just like the same shit Tammy saw. Tiffany revealed abuse. Every man besides the father of her child abused her. She gave vivid memories of her mom's man threatening to kill both of them. She gave memories of locking her and her brother up in a closet, waiting for her mom to rescue her. Brought me back to when I was growing up. And my stepdad used to do some of the things, like, I remember arguments get volatile and harsh and horrible. Somebody gets pushed, somebody get pushed back, somebody's head get knocked into a refrigerator. The head of my mom gets knocked into a refrigerator and blood pours up from the top of her head and she falls to the ground and he steps over her like she's trash. Having a snowstorm in the middle of December and it's supposed to be Christmas and a disagreement turns into I want to get the fuck out. You drop him off where he needs to be and the fight happens. He punches her in the face and you're trying to protect your mother. And the man that claimed that he loved you, your sister and your mom, picks you up, throws you in the middle of the street. I could have busted my head, I could have died, but I'm still here. The same man who I looked at like a extra father because my father wasn't there. Same man that tried to put hands on my sister and I had to protect him because I didn't want him to fight her like he fought my mom. The same man that my brother grew up to hate, and that's his own dad. Abuse, I know a lot about that. Fizz was poor. He wanted to go pro, but he dropped out of school because the group got big. So now he's in a position where he's stuck, he's stagnant in a place that he doesn't want to be because music is not something that he loves. He's only doing it for the money. He's only doing it to provide for other people. And I felt him because it's like, I'm doing this and I don't even want to do it. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like, in my real life, I'm a produce manager. And I make a decent amount of money. And it's like, I'm only doing it to take care of myself. I'm doing it to help my mom with my brother. Because my ex-stepfather is not around anymore. So, and that's his son. And he doesn't do anything for him. So it's like, I have to step up and do what he's not doing. So I'm working to take care of me. Because I'm a 30-year-old man trying to move out and get my own. And just deal with myself. And also help with my brother. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm a produce manager. I make a decent amount of money, good amount of money, but that ain't what I want to do. I'd rather be writing. I'd rather be a best-selling author. I'd rather be, hosting red carpets. I'd rather be on a television show like The View or The Real or something like that. I'd rather be doing something like a Chasing Dallas or a Chasing Atlanta or being on reality TV. I'd rather be somewhere putting my talents into use, but I'm just here doing something because that's what I have to do to survive. I understood that. Then the thing that really killed me was when they brought the kids out. The young Tiffany, the young Fizz, the young Nia, the young Soulja Boy, the young Mo, the young Carl, the young Jessica, the young Sean, the young Tammy, the young Walker, and then on top of that, what I failed to also mention is Lil Mo revealing that she was molested as a child. And I think I've spoke about this before, but my mother was molested as a child. She was molested by an older family member when she was a child. And she was forced to keep it to herself for years. And you know how it is in black communities. We never talk about stuff like this. We always want to sweep it under the rug. Shh, don't talk about it. Shh, don't speak about that. Just leave it in the past. That's what we do. We don't never want to talk about it. But that's what happened to her. Not only was she molested as a child, she was raped as a child. I mean, raped as a teenager. When she was in college, she was raped. So that's a lot of trauma that my mother still deals with. Luckily, we've been going to therapy and stuff like that. And it's, you know, my mother been diagnosed with PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, and it shows. And I think that a lot of the times, childhood traumas kind of affect us in our real life, because I really believe that the things that I experienced as a child, like watching my mom get abused, being bullied in school, being teased, having low self-esteem, I think that's the reason why I'm so hard now. Nothing really gets to me, because it's like I've seen the worst of the worst. Can't nothing make me. I've cried enough in my life. So I don't have any more tears to give. You know what I mean? And watching this episode was just emotional to me. And it's just like, we never know how the things that we witness as kids and the things that we went through as kids can affect us. And a lot of my childhood traumas has affected me, and I don't never talk about them. Sometimes I talk about them here and there on the video, but I don't ever talk about them. The only time I really addressed them was when I was going to therapy. So it's a lot. So after everything is over with, Nia and Soulja Boy closed off the episode. Nia wanted to talk to Soulja Boy, but he didn't really want to talk to her. And she just went over there and slept by herself. And he was like, I'm fucking hurt. I'm fucking hurt. You don't give a fuck. Blah, blah, blah. And she said she was hurting too. She was fed up. And let's be fed up in silence. And he was just being aggressive as he always is. And then when she said leave her the fuck alone, he couldn't take it. He charged at her. And you think that your relationship is supposed to work out? Bruh. When I go 2 steps with you, Soulja Boy, you take 7 motherfucking steps back. But I'm sorry, you guys. I know that this review probably is 20 minutes. I didn't mean for it to be so long-winded, being that it's about 4 days late. But this episode put me in my feelings. And you know I don't really have feelings, but it did put me in my feelings, okay? But with that being said, y'all, this is my review. Next time y'all gonna see me, I think I'm doing a rant. And then Love and Hip Hop Miami review come out tomorrow. And I'm out here, y'all. Peace.